Hey, welcome back to video number 4 in our video series on our AI maturity model, which I'm sharing with you on the screen. So let's do a quick recap, right? Levels 1 through 4, AI foundation. You built a strong, operationally mature foundation in all of your business processes and practices, right? Then in level 5, in this fictional scenario, you made the decision that you wanted to invest in AI, you wanted to do more advanced use cases, you were going to invest the necessary capital, the necessary capacity in order to accomplish those things. And you built a knowledge bank data architecture environment that supports the specific use cases that you want to accomplish. You've now grown and evolved to level 6, or you're ready for level 6, right? And in level 6, there are two things that you really have to do. First is execute, implement some of those initial use cases. In this instance, automation of specific functional processes, leveraging AI tools, right? So that's step 1. Step 2 is data governance, because to get to this point, you built a knowledge bank, you built a data architecture that supports this. You have to have good governance structures in place. We could do hours of video content just on data governance and its importance. Maybe we will at some other time, but for right now, just know that data is an asset for your organization. If you're going to get into the AI game, it's one of the biggest assets for your organization. So it has to be managed, governed, monitored, controlled, and used effectively to enable the use cases that you want to execute on, right? So at this stage, you've built that foundation. You're truly maturing into an organization that is ready for AI applications, and you're ready for kind of your first enterprise-wide AI application projects, which is going to come in the form of automating functional processes, right? And so the AI capabilities that you're focusing on at this stage is process automation, real-time data monitoring that goes back to some of those governance structures, and data controls and formulation, right? Those last two bullet points, those are really in the data governance function, but the process automation is really this initial application where this capability is what we're focusing on. We're going to take critical, important processes that are ripe for automation because they're very manual, they're very painful, and we're going to leverage AI to automate those processes away, right? So in order to do that, the AI use cases that you're going to have is you're going to train AI on your enterprise data. You just built this environment. Now you can effectively train the AI on your enterprise data that you've set up in your knowledge bank. Going back to our last video, right? You can build large AI automation solutions, so intelligent AI driven workflows that will automate away processes. And then you can start to build your initial AI agents and use them to do some basic functions, data monitoring, message response, training, things like that, right? You're starting to build AI agents that can function inside of your workforce. So, why at level 6 do we focus on automation versus replacement of workforce, right? Versus an AI workforce? That's a great question. So the answer to that is pretty simple, right? I'm going to use the example of, let's say that you are a 250 person manufacturer and you have a CHRO who maybe has a couple people that work for her, but she's kind of the only person who does HR duties inside of the organization, right? You want that leadership. Maybe she's got a staff of 2, and she's always saying that she really needs 5 people to run payroll, to do onboarding, to do offboarding, to do all of the different things to do recruiting, job requisitions, all of those things, right? There are all these things that an HR leader might do, right? And so you can't really replace her people yet because there's a lot of different processes, or you can't just give her an AI staff that is supposed to be able to do all of those things. But what you can do is pick a process. Let's say the employee onboarding process, right? And say, instead of hiring new staff, we're going to use AI automation to increase the capacity of the 2 people that she has on staff right now, right? So we're going to use an AI automation to fully automate our onboarding process. Then we're going to use it to fully automate our job requisition and job posting process. And then we're going to use it to drastically expedite our output in the interviewing process. And then we're going to use it to run payroll. You see where this is going, right? You don't start by saying, hey, we either are going to replace this job with AI or we're going to not hire this person and use AI instead, because a job does a lot of different processes. All of us in our jobs do a lot of different processes. Instead, what you do is you say, This is the functional process that we can automate with AI. We'll use a person to provide supervision, oversight, and exception handling, but we can automate these processes using AI solutions. That's going to allow us to increase productivity, expand capacity. We can do more with less people, talent, because of this increase in productivity, right? That's the automation stage. Eventually, if you do that enough, you will start to get into the realm of an AI workforce that can truly replace headcount or vendors. We'll talk about that in upcoming videos. But at the automation level, you start with specific processes that are painful, where you have constrained capacity, that have a lot of manual work. And you use AI tools trained on the data architecture and environment that you've built to automate those away, right? So that is level 6, automation via AI, the AI maturity model. We'll be back soon with another video where we talk about level 7, which is AI vendor replacement. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all.